This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 558 Mount Holyoke Avenue, Pacific Palisades, 90272. Today is March 22nd, 2021. We're performing a video sewer inspection through a 4-inch ABS cleanout located just to the right of the front door, right next to the hose here. And this is the front door area here. And this is our hose, and just below the hose area there is our 4-inch ABS cleanout in the planter here. And this is the front of our property here. That's the front of our property. And we went ahead and zeroed out our camera monitor here. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and continue to push out, and we'll take a good look at the sewer. What we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to run a little bit of water. So we'll pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and ran a little bit of water just to help get our camera lens a little clearer here, but it does appear that we are transitioning into what appears to be vitreous clay. And again, I'm sorry, it does appear to be possibly vitreous clay or possibly cast iron. We're just going to go ahead and push out a little bit. We're going to take a good look. It is a short section. And again, it does appear to be cast iron, just with the amount of buildup and debris on there. So we're going to go ahead and continue to push out. Push out, we transition back into black ABS sewer pipe. And so we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. Those appear to be a long length of black ABS sewer pipe, approximately 20 feet between the joints. And we're going to pause here for a moment, just run a little bit more water. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to pull back just to clear our camera lens. We've tried flushing water to rinse this off, but still seem to have some debris on our camera lens. What we're going to do is we're going to pull back. Okay, again, we're just going to go ahead and drop back down. Again, we're dropping down black ABS sewer pipe, and as you can see, we immediately transition to what appears to be a short section of cast iron sewer pipe here. And we're just going to go ahead and push through there, and then we transition right back into black ABS sewer pipe. So they did leave a short section of cast iron sewer pipe. So it's probably just under the cleanout, possibly just under the small sidewalk here. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And those joints appear to be in fair condition. And again, we are transitioning back into what appears to be cast iron sewer pipe. And as you can see from the 12 o'clock at the approximately the 9 o'clock area all the way around to about the 1 o'clock area. Got a little bit of a gap in that area there. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. Again, it does appear that we are running through cast iron sewer pipe. Quite a bit of buildup and debris in this area. And again, we're going to pause here. We're going to locate this area. It does appear to be possibly a check valve there in that area. I'm going to pause here for a moment.
And I've been trying to get together with that tape for a while.
Okay, we went ahead and located this area. This area is underneath the house. It does appear that we had swept towards the waistline underneath the house. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull back slowly. And I do have a kitchen faucet running. So we're just going to pull back slowly. You can see the cast iron has quite a bit of buildup and scaling throughout. Okay, again, as I mentioned, it does appear that we sweep back towards the waistline, which is running underneath the house here. As you can see, ran all the way towards the end there. So what we'll do is we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, it does appear to be cast iron waistline. The cast iron waistline, as I mentioned, does have some buildup and scaling throughout. So what we're going to do is we're just going to continue to pull back. We've got a short section of black ABS waistline there. And there's our kitchen area there. And so we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And we pull back. And we pull back to, again, a short section of cast iron waistline. And that area there is probably right at our footing. And now we pull back and we've got ABS like ABS sewer pipe. And we're just outside of our footing now. So what we'll do is we're going to pull up.
Right, like we want to do these floors, blah blah blah, like the fun stuff.
And very difficult. We're unable to sweep from this area here. This area here does have a transition, a sweep, 45-degree sweep that is transitioning in towards the waistline. So again, we're going to pull up and out of here. We're going to pause for a moment.
You did it. I think he's just like really exhausted.
Okay, we went ahead and relocated ourselves just up towards the front of the property on the right-hand side in the front yard area, just right underneath the, I guess, the plant area here. And there's a fence here. And so, as you can see, we did relocate ourselves to a 4-inch ABS cleanout located at the front of the property on the right-hand side. And this is going back towards where we just came from at the front of the house on the right-hand side of the stairs. As you can see, there's a little red fence there. We were just in that area there, and that cleanout swept towards the waistline underneath the house. So we did relocate ourselves here. So we're going to zero out our camera monitor here, and we're going to drop down and just take a good look and see which direction. And it does appear that we are dropping down, and it does appear that we are transitioning to what appears to be vitreous clay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull back, and got a little bit of debris on my camera, so I'm just going to pull back real quick. We're going to clean this camera lens real quick, and we'll drop back down. And as we can see the water flowing past us there, and that's coming from our kitchen area. And it does appear that we transitioned to what appears to be vitreous clay. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. What we'll do is we'll push all the way out and get possibly all the way out into our city sewer tie-in, and then from there we'll pull back. We'll shut the water down and pull back. So we're just going to go ahead and pause our mic here, and we're just going to push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. Okay, we went ahead and pushed all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to mark this area. I'm going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and pushed all the way out into our city sewer tie-in, and we did locate the area in the middle of the street at 11 foot 8 inches deep, and we did mark it with the red crayon. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And as we pull back, we'll take a good look at the joints. We pull back. It appears to be a little bit of a gap in the saddle area there from about the 11 o'clock area all the way around to about the 5 o'clock area. You can see the full face of the pipe in that area. So again, we're just going to pull back slowly. It does appear to be a little bit of debris on our camera lens. Okay, we went ahead and flushed the toilet there. We were able to get our camera lens clear. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to pull back slowly. And as you can see, as we pull back, it does appear that we do have another offset in that joint there. And as you can see, we do have a root intrusion as well coming through that joint. And the offset is from about the 6 o'clock area. And it does appear that it's shifted quite a bit all the way over to about the 12 o'clock area. We're going to pause here. Okay, again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, as I mentioned, we do have a fairly major offset in this joint here. As you can see, from about the 6 o'clock all the way up to about the 12 o'clock. A good 25% to 30% of the pipe is shifted over. You can see the full face of it. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, as you can see all along the top of the pipe, we do have root intrusion growing in all around the top of the pipe there. Okay, we're going to continue to pull back. And again, we do have root intrusion in this joint as well. We pull back. And as you can see, we do have quite a bit of root intrusion in this joint here. And we're going to continue to pull back. And as we pull back, you can see that we are holding water in this area. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And as we pull back, we'll pull back to where we come out of our belly here. And again, it does appear that we're holding water. And again, we're still holding water in this area. And we do have approximately a 8-foot belly in that area. Again, very difficult to tell if it's an offset or a large root intrusion that's holding back the water. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And minor offset in that joint there. And as we pull back, it does appear that we do have an offset in this joint as well. Continue to pull back. Pulling up. And that joint appeared to be in fair condition. And we're pulling up into our black ABS sewer pipe. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull back, and we're going to pull back and relocate ourselves to the rear of the property. And what we're going to do is run through a 4-inch line that is at the rear of the property. We're going to push through, try to get through and see the section of pipe that we were unable to see in the front yard, and possibly push all the way out to our vitreous clay. So we're going to pause here. Okay, we went ahead and relocated ourselves to the rear of the property to a 4-inch ABS cleanout on the left-hand corner at the rear of the property. And it doesn't have a cleanout cover on it. So this is our 4-inch ABS cleanout here. And this is a bathroom at the rear of the house. And this is the rear of our property here. Goes around towards the deck area over there. And we went ahead and zeroed out our camera monitor here. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to push through and see if we can get all the way out towards the front of the property and possibly see the section of pipe that we were unable to see. It does appear to be black ABS waistline. All the black ABS waistline thus far all appears to be in fair condition. And we're just going to push out, make a few turns, and transition to what appears to be a short section of cast iron. Make a few turns, and now we're transitioning back into what appears to be black ABS sewer pipe. And that's our clean out up at the front of the house there. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And it does appear that they did replace the line with black ABS sewer pipe. They just didn't put the proper sweeps in. And we're just going to pause here. We're going to locate this area. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and we're just at the front of the house now. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue to push out, dropping down. And again, it does appear that we are running through black ABS sewer pipe, and all this is up towards the front of the house. We're just going to continue to push out. Dropping down here, and this is right at our clean out. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and this area here is right at our main line clean out, which is at the front of the property on the right hand side. And this clean out, which is closer to the sidewalk area at the beginning of the property on the right hand side. There is two clean outs, one clean out to the right in the plant area by the steps towards the front door, but that clean out there sweeps towards the waistline, runs towards underneath the house. And so the clean out that's up at the front of the property on the right hand side runs all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull back from here. And again, it does appear to be black ABS sewer pipe. In this area here we were unable to see initially, and so we did again run from a 4-inch clean out the back of the house in order to see this section of pipe. It does appear to be all black ABS sewer pipe. And all the joints all appear to be in fair condition. We're just going to continue to pull back. And make a little bit of a turn. Pulling up. and we transition back into cast iron waistline. And this area here is just right at the footing of the house on the right hand side, and again we're transitioning back into black ABS waistline here. And as you can see, we do have a little bit of an offset in that joint from about the 5 o'clock area all the way around to about the 8 o'clock area. I'm just going to continue to pull back. It does appear that we do have a kitchen sink or a faucet running, so a little bit of water running now. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And as we pull back, we transition into another short section of what appears to be cast iron waistline. And make a little bit of a turn. And pull back. Cast iron waistline appeared to have some buildup and scaling throughout. I'm just going to continue to pull back. And now we transition back into black ABS waistline. Continue to pull back. All the black ABS waistline all appeared to be in fair condition. Again, we're just going to continue to pull back. Make a little bit of a turn. All the joints all appeared to be in fair condition as well. Make a little turn, and we pull up and out of our clean out. And that will conclude our video waste and sewer line inspection.